Welcome to this Tutor to You Sociology topic video looking at demography, focusing on death rates and life expectancy. Death rates refer to the rate of deaths per 1,000 of the population in the UK. This is measured as a rate rather than a total figure, as it allows for comparisons over time when the population of the UK was slightly smaller. The death rate is often referred to as the crude mortality rate in official statistics. Life expectancy is another measurement used in demography. This refers to the average number of years somebody born in a specific year can expect to live. Some measurements are taken from birth, while others are taken from a specific age, such as 60 or 65. Both of these figures are often broken down into geographical regions, and sociologists link the death rates, life expectancy, and deprivation of an area to get an overall view of the health of people in that area. In 2019, there were over 500,000 deaths recorded in the UK, the lowest number over the last 5 years. For the first time in almost 35 years, there was a negligible difference between the number of male and female deaths. Ordinarily, more females than males die in the UK, but as there is a larger population of females in the UK, the death rate was the same as that of females at 8.8 per thousand compared to 9.0 for males. Over the last 40 years, the death rate has steadily declined from 12.1 deaths per thousand, which, put simply, means that less people are dying than 40 years ago. We need to understand why this is the case. Quite simply, it's because people are living longer. The Office for National Statistics reported an expected life expectancy for males born in 2019 to be 80.3 years, and for females to be 83.8 years. To put that another way, a boy born last year is expected to live until 2099, whereas a girl is expected to live until 2102. The life expectancy is increasing, and it is projected to reach over 85 for males and just under 88 for females by 2050. Despite women living longer than males, the difference between the two has been closing in recent years, and sociologists look to examine reasons for this trend. One noticeable difference in life expectancy is the variations between different regions. Life expectancy varies greatly based upon the level of deprivation, with the average life expectancy for a boy born in Kensington and Chelsea being almost 9 years more than a boy born in Blackpool. Similarly, there is a difference in life expectancy of girls of almost 7 years between those born in Chiltern and those born in Middlesbrough. So why are people living longer? Well, there are a number of factors suggested for increased life expectancy that we'll examine in more detail in this video. There are advances in medicine, changes in lifestyle, changes to employment, and higher standards of living. Perhaps the most important advancement in medicine, and certainly one that has had the greatest impact on death rates and life expectancy, is the creation of the NHS. The provision of free healthcare was limited to employees in localised insurance schemes prior to 1948, and this was not extended to their family. The NHS provides free healthcare for all at the point of use, and this has increased health and awareness of unhealthy practices. The NHS was founded as part of the welfare state, which also implemented social housing and out-of-work benefits, as well as free prescriptions and education for all. A further advance has been the increase of research and development of medicine and medical technologies, in part funded through the NHS, universities and the government. This enables effective treatments for life-threatening illnesses to be developed and for medical technology to be built that discovers health issues in time for them to be treated. Advancements such as laser surgery, PET and MRI scans and keyhole surgery are useful in detecting illness and other health issues while they are manageable and less invasive than methods used in the past. A second factor influencing the decline of death rates and increased life expectancy is changes to lifestyles. In contemporary society, there have been a wider range of foods available due to globalisation, and this has led to people having healthier diets than in previous generations. People are more active than in the past, with the growth of gym and personal fitness industry, particularly amongst younger generations, compensating for less physically demanding jobs. Greater awareness of illness and disease and the causes of disease has seen people taking more preventative action to keep healthy, with cigarette smoking decreasing in popularity and lower levels of alcohol consumption. Furthermore, people are developing a greater awareness of work-life balances and focusing on mental health and well-being in order to reduce the negative impacts of stress and anxiety. Another factor is the changes that have happened to employment. In previous generations, life expectancy was lower due to traditional jobs being based upon manual labour, and these were physically intensive on the body. With the process of globalisation and the decline of traditional methods of manufacturing, this has reduced the wear and tear, particularly on men's bodies. Other factors, such as the introduction of health and safety legislation in workplaces to protect employees from coming to harm, has had an impact. Furthermore, stress and mental health issues have been influenced by the introduction of flexible working and allowing people to progress their careers rather than suffer frustration of being overlooked based upon their gender or their ethnicity. A final change to employment has been the closer monitoring of workers, with occupational health departments and closer scrutiny from government departments such as the Health and Safety Executive, making work less of a strain on an individual's health. A final explanation for people living longer is through the rise in standards of living. Although in recent years wages have stagnated somewhat, over the past 50 years families have become more affluent and have invested some of this income into improving their standard of living. Recent surveys have suggested that around £2,500 per annum is spent by each household on health and fitness equipment, and this is much higher for young people. Although this does include sportswear which may not be used for the purposes it was designed for, leisure time is increasingly spent with family and people have access to entertainment from their own homes, which compared to previous generations are safer and more pleasant to live in, with central heating, double glazing, and less likely to have damp or mould or other particles that could cause respiratory disorders. However, there are still issues that remain with life expectancy and the death rate. There is a marked north-south divide in terms of quality of life in the UK, with the majority of local areas that had the lowest life expectancy being located in the northeast, northwest and Wales. Conversely, the areas with the highest life expectancy were in the south, southeast, London and the East Midlands, with only 2 areas in the top 50 for women's life expectancy coming north of the Midlands. And this demonstrates that there are geographical as well as social class differences in life expectancy and death rates. That concludes this Tutor to You Sociology topic video on demographic trends in the UK, examining death rates and life expectancy. Thanks for watching.